Sam, we'll quickly touch on last week. A difficult day, a difficult result, but one that's now parked, and it's about how we respond.
Yeah, I think that was the message, regardless of what was going to happen the weekend. The situation that we're in, it's important that we move on from each game, a game at a time, and we move on quickly. And it was obviously a disappointing day for us as players and for the football club and supporters, and we understand fully we have a responsibility, and Saturday wasn't good enough, but the situation we're in, we've not got time to feel sorry for ourselves, so we've had to draw a line under it, move on quickly and try and prepare for this weekend.
And how has this week been? Obviously, a full week, a chance to get key messages on that you haven't been able to do yet with the Saturday Tuesdays. Has that been the week?
Yeah, I think it's the first full week I've had with the lads. I'm still conscious that they've come out of 3 big games that have been mentally and physically draining. As professionals, they've got a duty of care for themselves to make sure they recover properly. So it's good to get a full week in them. There's obviously things that we want to work on and things that we want to put forward to them. So for them, it's still quite early in their development of what we're looking for. But from what I've asked for the players to do, they've kind of set their own stall out and how they want to do things. So the Accrington game, the first game, and the Salford game, what we saw and what we asked of the players is exactly what we want for them, and I think it looks like that's how they want to play the game, which is great. So going forward, they've set their own blueprint on how they want to do things, and now it's just about adding to it. Obviously this week has been good, so we can add the small little details, but it's been a positive week to get them on the pitch and get them all more upbeat after what's happened at the weekend, and they've shown some great positivity. It's a massive learning curve for all of us, me included. I'm loving every moment. I'm trying to portray that over to the boys, and I think they're kind of getting that. And
obviously the result was tough on Saturday, but you've just mentioned it there. How important is it that, whilst you analyse and you digress the result and the performance, you also look at the 2 positives in the week before, that Accrington was a really solid point, and Salford we were in for large parts.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, is you kind of look at all the positives. I think that's kind of where I've always been in my football career. It's shaped me of who I am as a person, that I'll always be optimistic and I'll always try and find the positives. You can analyse and grow and improve from looking at things that you've not done so well, but at the same time you won't be able to fully embrace it and live in that moment unless you're positive. So I think it's trying to portray that positivity, and they seem to have taken those tiny little details on this week.
And during the week, there's been 2 positives with the return of Jovin and Ben to full team training. How have they responded to that?
Yeah, it's great. Like I've said before in other interviews, having more players available is going to be good for the group. We want the environment to be competitive. We want challenges for places. So the more lads that we can get back fit and involved, the better. It's tough being injured, as I would know, and they're 2 great lads that can contribute a lot on and off the field, and it is great to have them back available.
And is that the key thing, that whilst having all the positives on the field in terms of players returning and the qualities, also having the characters as well is massive?
Yeah, I think in moments of adversity, you see who the real people are and who the real characters and leaders are. So moments like this, if you're available, then you're going to start to see what people are really made of. And obviously Ben understands the club. He's been here for years now. He understands what it means. Jovan can feed off the other lads. Obviously they're different parts of their career, totally different, unique situations, but that coming together of everyone is going to help us.
And Ben went to Tottenham as well, moving to Rochdale on a week's loan. Is that about just getting game time?
Yeah, that's all it is. Ben's been brilliant in and around the building. He's been waiting patiently. Obviously it's difficult being a goalkeeper. They're not sort of things that you can just chop and change all the time. And the opportunity for him came about that he could go and play a couple of games in a really short space of time, where we'd only lose him for 1 game. Now, he'll go, hopefully, what I spoke to him before he went, go and enjoy some football, go and play some minutes, come back refreshed. He's already communicated to me that he wants to be here and wants to help us in any means that he can. So I think it's a good deal for everyone involved, including Rochdale and Ben and ourselves.
And then as we head back home this weekend, as we welcome the league leaders in Bromley, just what are you expecting from the game?
It's I'm going to expect a tough game, but every game in this division is tough. also every game in this division is winnable. So we'll give them the respect that they deserve. They've had a great season. They're very good at what they do. We've analysed their strengths and weaknesses. We've tried to figure out the best way to communicate that to the lads in meetings and on the training field. And we just take it each game as they come, and we're not emphasising too much on it. Although it is a big game, as in the fact that every game is a big game for us right now.
Cheers, Sam.
Thank you.